Hey guys, Jason with Wolf Overland. It has been a while. So we went out to Moab and the Swell for a little over 2 weeks, and I have a ton of video footage to get to, but first let's go over the WOLFBOX G900 Pro. It's the most utilitarian dash cam that I've had. I've had 4 dash cams now, and this by far is my favorite. Full disclosure up front, they sent it to me to do a review video on, but again, if you look around on YouTube, they sent this dash cam to just about every YouTuber out there that deals with off-roading, but for good reason. A couple things which, let me show you. So my top 3 things with this dash cam is, 1, it's constantly recording. It's got a shock sensor in it, so if someone does bump your car, bam, it records the front and the rear. Number 2, if you have a Jeep that's stacked to the top full of Overland gear, or if you have a camper on the back, or an alu cab, or your bed stacked to the back with a bed rack and all that, and you can't see directly behind you because, like all of us, we're already packed to the back, or we have a camper on the back. With this, you got full view coverage of the back because of the camera. It's always on. You can just look over and you can see behind you, your blind spot and all that. So it's a safety thing, and it's constantly recording. And number 3, I'm constantly protected. Front and rear cameras going at all times when I'm driving. If there's an accident, someone sort of in front of you, all those insurance scammers doing the short stop or backing up into you on purpose saying you rear-ended them, you're covered. You got it on there. And it's just such a great, it has a ton of great features in it. It's definitely belongs in a Jeep. I don't know why Jeep doesn't do this from the factory with the amount of us stacked to the ceiling in a Wrangler full of cargo gear, or on us Gladiators when we have campers on the back, bed racks, tents and all that. So this is the WOLFBOX Pro. You can get a 3 camera option, but I already have the forward camera on mine, so I didn't opt for the forward camera on this, the third camera option on this one. But if you wanted something like under the car or something like that, you can add that feature as well. So right now we're recording, and there's a camera right on the other side of this. I don't know if you can see that. There's a camera right on the other side of this that's constantly recording the front. You can adjust the lens on the camera to get, you know, whatever shot you want when you have it set up. And you can also switch to the rear camera, which shows the rear of the car. It works awesome. Very crisp and clear display. It shows the time, the date. It's got Wi-Fi to your phone if you want to just quickly grab some video, you know, for a YouTube video or something like that. Records in 4K. It comes with a SD card in it. You could upgrade the SD card so you can do your trip, and you know, if you missed a deer or a bear jump out across, you can quickly grab it off of it. It does have GPS hooked up to it too, so it does record the speed and the compass. I just removed it because it was distracting for me when driving to always have that speed changing on there, but it does show up right here when you do have that feature on. Again, I turned off some of these features because I simply wanted this for a mirror to see behind me while I'm driving. With the alu cab on the back or a camper, you lose that feature right there, and you lose your blind spot. Again, a couple of the downsides. 1, the mirror is too wide. 2, it happened to me during the hottest parts of the days when I was out in Moab. I tested this thing the entire 2 weeks out in Moab. It happened a handful of times where the backup camera rebooted. It took about 8 seconds, always came right back on, but it was kind of annoying. They did send a replacement camera, and they said that was most likely the issue. The actual front camera never went off, so it tells me it was either the backup camera was faulty out of the box, or the connection where the camera connected into the main harness was bad. Or I might have pinched the harness when I wired it to the back of the alu cab. So either way, we're going to test it again, but so far the quality's there, the footage is great, just the utilitarian part of it. It's like another tool in your toolbox. It's definitely worth the price I would definitely buy this. I was actually looking at buying one of these until they reached out to me. Now my sun visors work enough, like at that angle, they work enough to block the sun out of your eyes. But if you want to use them, you just have to tilt it, put the visor down further, and then tilt it back. So the problem with that is that this part right here is just really wide. So if WOLFBOX wanted to, I did give them feedback on this, if they would make a little bit more of a narrow one with the actual, all these attachment, with all the attachment stuff in a separate box that you can mount down below behind the glove box or something like that. So there's less thickness and more the ability to flush mount it. Now the driver's side works perfect for me. So the thing that stops me is the my edge thing right here, gauges, and that's what stops me. But this is more than enough for myself. I actually can't see with it this low, so I typically have it right about here. Again, that's the only negative I have with the WOLFBOX, is the effect that it has on the Jeeps and Gladiators with the visors. And I believe this mounting option that I use, I believe, is the best for my setup. Again, I've had 4 dash cameras now, different ones, and this by far is the most useful one you could buy right now on the market. It does have a couple of mounting options. The first one is your factory mirror that's on here. I removed mine, but your factory one, it has your factory one that's on here, it has rubber clamps on it, so you can just clamp it on there, and then you can plug it into your cigarette lighter and run the camera to the back, and boom, you're set up and good to go. That's if you're in a rental car or something like that, or you're in a lease and you don't want to tap into the wiring. But for us who kind of get technical with it, the second way to mount this is probably the best way for most people, is to buy the mount they make for the Jeep. I'll link it below. You unbolt the factory rear view mirror and you bolt in this bracket. This bolts to that, so it looks factory, it's flush. But again, a lot of people complain about the wires. The third way to do it, which is the way I did it, is it did include the metal puck that you glue to the glass with the windshield adhesive glue that you can buy at the store. I'll link what I use below. And the way I did it was I put tape around it so I didn't get the glue anywhere. You put on gloves, you hold it for 15 seconds, you let it cure for 12 hours, and then you mount it up. This way, the wires are tucked up under here. There's a little plastic part right here that pops out, so all your wires are tucked up there, neat and out of the way. It works good with my Epic Crow Molly system, and I got a tablet I normally have on right there too, so everything kind of works great together. I don't lose a lot of my view. The mirror's tucked up out of the way, and it still works really good with the visors. All right, guys, this thing records 4K for the front camera. For the rear, it's a 2.5K resolution. It is a smaller camera. The camera on this is really crisp. I drove all the way out to Moab. Probably 26 hours I drove out there and back using this camera. Even at night, you can read license plates off it. If you go back and review the video, you could review it on the actual display. You can upload it to your phone right there through its app. It does have voice control, so you can do basic dash cam functions via voice commands, allowing you to stay focused on the road. With the screen, it's got multi-view, so you can set it up to show the front and the rear camera while driving, which is really awesome for even sitting in your car, taking a nap. You can have a complete 360 view of your car. No one bumped into my Jeep, obviously, but if you do review the video, cars driving by and pulling away from you. I parked on the inside of a parking lot, and you can see the actual license plate numbers as they drove down the straightaway. So the camera on this is just, it's definitely worth having. This system does have GPS, so you can actually look at your vehicle's speed And I don't know if you can dispute it in court, but cop says you're doing 90 in a 40 or something like that. You can actually pull the footage and it shows how fast you were going. So if your car is older and it doesn't have a backup camera, tap into the reverse lights and actually turn on the guidance lines on the mirror, so when you do back up, you got better depth perception. I didn't wire in the backup line feature on the harness because I don't need it. I still use the Jeep's backup camera when I'm backing up, but this has that option if your car is a little bit older. So again, it's very utilitarian. The night vision on this thing is amazing. I'm gonna see if I can pull some video up. But when I stopped at a rest area to take a quick 3-4 hour nap, and I had the 360 thing on where I'm taking a nap, and if someone walked by my vehicle or even in the dark, like you could literally drive the car. Don't do this, but you can literally drive the car without headlights on because of the night vision on this thing. It picks up even very low light stuff that you can't physically see. So driving at night with that feature on, you can see in the dark almost. Now it's not like infrared or some cool high end low light UV stuff, but it makes a pretty big difference, and it's really cool to play around with. Now what's also very cool about this, and I'll link it below, is when the car is off. Give me a second here. When the car is off, the way it's wired is you could turn it on. You could turn it on with the car off. I had to take a nap in the car while I was traveling out to Moab. The seat fully reclined down, and this on with the car off, I was able to not only sleep better knowing that everything's being recorded at this time, but I could just look up and get a 360 view of my car if someone's behind me, or even you can see the sides of it really good, and the front, the rear, everything's being recorded. You can sleep better knowing that everything's been recorded, and you can quickly look up and see if there's anyone around your vehicle while you're sleeping in your car. So this is definitely a great feature that they have to be able to turn it on after the car is off and record if you're taking a nap in your car on a lunch break, or you're at a rest stop and you're taking a quick couple-hour nap before you continue on your trip. It's a great feature of this. Well guys, that's it. If you want to buy this, I got a little link below where I get a little commission spiff if you buy it off of using my link. And then also, if you have any other questions, just listen below on this. I'm really good at answering them. I didn't really do an install video on this. It's pretty self-explanatory with dash cams. You have a constant power straight from the battery. You have an accessory, and then you're going to run your GPS and your rear camera. That's pretty much it with this. Pretty easy to install. That's it for today. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this type of video, please think about joining my Patreon page for about $4 a month. I'll give you GPS coordinates, patron-only trips with yours truly, and a direct way to message me and talk anything Jeep and overlanding. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.